Okay, so as we finish talking about the Civil War, I want you to understand that during Reconstruction, once Texas was readmitted to the states, we had to form a new constitution. Our constitution is going to reflect the same principles of the United States Constitution. So, on here, we're going to take notes about the 7 principles of the Constitution. This is not specific to Texas. You're going to need to know this for your test that's coming up, your Unit 7 test, and also 8th grade and your STAR test. And this is just basic democracy information. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to look at, 7 principles of the Constitution, and there are 2 pages of notes here, front and back. We're just going to do 1 page, that's 1 video, and then the back will be another one. So, our first major principle is popular sovereignty. And again, I'm going to go pretty fast through this, so if you need to pause it, you're more than welcome. Popular sovereignty means that the people are the source of the government's power to the people. Republicanism is where the people elect representatives that stand for them in government and will vote for them in the House, in all different types of government settings. We have representation for that. Okay, limited government is the next one. Limited government. I tried to spell that wrong, but I didn't. Okay, limited government is the Constitution limits the actions of the government by specifically listing its powers, listing power it does and does not have. So the Constitution is like the legally binding, we can do this, we can't do this. It's all in the Constitution, which means that every part of government has a limit to it. It can't take over other branches. We also have something called federalism, which means that the power is divided between the national and the state government, which we're going to pull apart here on the other side of this notes page. Each of the 3 branches of government has its own responsibility, which means that there is a separation of powers. Our government is divided into 3 branches: legislative, executive, and judicial. And we're going to talk more about those later. Each branch of government holds some control over the other 2 branches. This is called checks and balances. And it is also very similar to limited government. Checks and balances, meaning that the legislative branch can put the executive branch in check and vice versa. They all have a little bit of power over the other so that one doesn't become too strong. We want a balance of power in government. Also, a basic principle of the Constitution is individual rights. Not only do states have rights, groups have rights, and then also individuals. And this includes the Bill of Rights. Sometimes this is called unalienable rights, but pretty much we're going to pull apart the Bill of Rights on the opposite side of this paper.